Welcome back. We're here to talk about Saturday's Premier League match between Manchester United and West Ham. Matt, dreadful result for Manchester United last time out.
It was dreadful, the manner it happened, 3-1 up, it's okay to lose a game, but it's how you lose, isn't it? The way they just completely fell apart. Let's be honest, it wasn't a penalty when Rafael brought Vardy down. If that's a penalty, then we might as well pack up and go home now. It was that bad. But even so, at 3-2, you can't. There's still a lot of football to be played, isn't there? And the way they sort of collapsed, they got someone sent on, Blackett sent off, and defensively all over the place, and it was just poor, wasn't it? Really poor to watch.
Pascal, 5 points from their opening 5 games. That's not great by any standards, but the teams they played as well.
Yeah, it's been they were lucky with the fixture list, and they've got 3 more winnable games coming up before the tough games start, and they really do need to win at least, you'd say, 2 of these. With all the players they've got, they started Falcao, Van Persie and Rooney against Leicester, and they still couldn't win. They did score 3 goals, but you can't concede 5. Just not good enough.
By contrast, West Ham, great result last time out for them.
It was a great result, it was just the way they played. I think it's the way they're playing at the moment, isn't it? It wasn't all long ball against Liverpool. Liverpool had a lot of the ball in the second half, didn't they? A lot of pressure. But I really like West Ham at the moment, the way, they've got Song in there and Kouyaté in midfield. They've got players who can play further forward as well. Downing's playing really well as well. And, they'll come into this game and think, we can beat Liverpool. There's no reason why we can't beat Manchester United.
Matt mentioned their improved performance. They're 8th in the table now. Is the pressure on Allardyce unfair?
I think it is, yeah. You know what you're going to get with him, but they'll play solid football quite a lot of the time. They do have flair players in there, and if he can sort of instill sort of his solid philosophy, and then if the flair players can sort of do their thing, I think they'll be fine, and there's no reason for it to be sacked, I don't think.
What's your score prediction for this one?
I think, this is a United win, 3-1.
I agree with Pascal, team selection. I'd like to see Van Persie drop out, Matt come back in, hopefully. I think it just looks a lot better. I don't think you can play Falcao, Van Persie, Rooney in the team. But I think I'm going to agree with Pascal. I think United will see. I think it's going to be 3-1 United. It's
quite hard to predict United at the moment, isn't it? I think it might be a draw, so we're going for 2 Manchester United victories and a draw. Thanks for joining us.